Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome here to Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for our first match this afternoon in the Silver Cup 2025 between Gantoot Polo and UAE. As our Polo Line viewers can see, Gantoot have had 2 wins, no losses. UAE have had 1 apiece. So it's all to play for out here, with UAE looking to get through and come into a win out here this afternoon, so that they have 2-1. Gantoot, of course, will be doing everything they can to make sure they go clean through with 3-0. It's a beautiful afternoon here. In Dubai, we have a lovely afternoon. Clear skies, maybe a little bit warm, mid-20s, or a bit warmer than it has been the last couple of days, where we've had a nice cooling breeze. But I'm sure we're in for some cracking games here this afternoon. Our first, of course, between Gantoot and UAE, and our second between Wolves and Bangash. And there I say it, that we have Wolves will be replacing Santiago Laborde. Unfortunately, he has a fracture to his tibia, I believe it is. And
give me the lead, Adam. We are ready here with Juju.
And I would just like to quickly go to Sebastian, as we have an interview with Juju Colombres from Gantoot.
Thank you, Adam. And here we are with Juju Colombre. He's the manager of Gantoot. First of all, Juju, welcome to the show. Welcome to Habtoor. Welcome to the Silver Cup. How is the team these days?
Okay, thank you for the invitation. No, the team is good. Long time that we didn't play the Silver Cup. We always come and support just the gold. So this year we decided to come and play the silver, and so far 2 win, 0 lose. So far it's very good. Very important game today to see how we are.
Why? Can you explain the viewers why is so important this match? I mean, if they win, what happened?
Winning the 3 games, I think you are almost on, or you are in, or almost on the semi-final. So which is and the final. Sorry. So I think it's very important to try to get the 3 points at home today.
Since you mentioned that in the past years you guys didn't play the Silver Cup. Now that you are playing the Silver Cup, you are already noticing that there is an advantage because you get better to the Gold Cup, or
definitely the horses, they get normally before we used to play the 12 goals on between the silver. So when we reached to play the high goal, the 20s, the horses and the players, they were a little bit heavy or slow. So it's an advantage that you play the silver, so everybody start on the same level. So for the goal, you are in good conditions to try to win it.
Well, thank you very much, Juju. Good luck in this match, and we'll come back with some news about what is happening this week. We have a news coming up on a different sport, maybe. Yeah, on Thursday, we will update everyone soon. But in the meantime, back Adam, to you. Thank you.
Right, thank you very much indeed, Sebastian. As our Polo Line viewers have just seen an interview with Juju Colombres, Oscar Colombres, and I'd just like to call out the lineouts here now. Of course, this is a handicap tournament. Both these teams are on 20 goals. And in the white shirts, for Gantoot, playing at number 1 is Nasser Al-Shamsi on 1 goal. At number 2, I have him down as Gonzalo Ferrari. At 3 is Juan Habrogio. And at number 4, the familiar face there of Marcos Kakuraja. And for the UAE, playing at number 1, we have Her Highness Sheikh Matha bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. At number 2, Luque Monteverde. At 3, Rosendo Torreguitar. And at 4 is Teo Lacau. Had a cracking game the other day, complete turnaround from their first match. Came out absolute guns a-blazing. Teo was completely on fire that day, but well supported by his team as well. Rochi playing a blinder too, and no need to say that, of course, Luquin, a superstar out there on the field. Our umpires on the field are Howard Smith and Peter Wright, with Matthias Roveni as our third man. So 2 teams just organising themselves. They'll be starting this match off from the far side. We'd love to hear from you, our Polo Line viewers, and those here at Habtoor. On Polo Line, on Instagram is Polo Line OK. On Facebook, at Polo Line Int. or, of course, on YouTube, Polo Line TV. And more importantly, jump onto the app and you can see all the latest throughout the world via Polo Line. If you could leave us some messages on Facebook, I'll try and give you a shout out. Let us know where you are actually tuning in from. Great to know where you're actually tuning in from to watch these games here. The two teams starting to line up here now. With Gantoot actually in the green shirts, white shirts there for the UAE. I apologise for Gantoot, they're all fairly similar coloured helmets and the numbers aren't exactly terribly clear. And if I get a few mistaken, hopefully it'll be complimenting the likes of Shamsi in some great plays out there. So the two teams just lining up here, looking to get this one underway here now. Just lining up on the far side, anxious to get this going, and the ball's into play. Into play it is, out the back of the line, out it comes here now. Checking up on that one there. Luki fires that one out into open space, looking at the front there. You see Teo's gone up forward, but going back with there is Kaku. Kaku comes to the ball first. Kaku, but coming in, Rochi comes in, tries to take it on the near side. But Kaku keeps control of this one here. He's getting hassled there by Teo, tries to come away from him. Keeps coming forward with it, but he's got the inner line here, keeps hooking, keeps working, and picks up the play. Nice play there by Teo Lecau. Lecau comes forward once again. He's hooked off out of it that time. The ball still flicks up forward, but it's going to be defended here by Gantoot. But Teo comes back onto it once more. Immediately back onto him there. We get a near side play, and we get a whistle on that one there as they made a defensive play. Big Gantoot, pressure on that goal. We can possibly see on the replay here now. Came slightly across in front of him there, came back to him quickly, but maybe there's a play coming in behind that turned across the line. Rules of Polo, of course, set up for safety of horse and player. I think it was a second Gantoot player that came in and turning the ball to the right, impeding the right of way of the UAE player coming forward, and they're taking it from the spot where the foul occurred. Be offered a penalty too, which can be done from the spot or directly in front of the goals. And comes up to that one there. Lukin comes in and just drives and takes that one straight through, opening up the account here now for the UAE. 1 goal it is to the UAE, with less than a minute played here in chukka number 1. So back to the middle of the field, changing ends of course. Change ends, so there's an evenness of field and evenness of weather conditions. So the ball into play, comes out the back here now, looking to try and get onto that one there is Lukin. Lukin backs it away, comes forward with it, sends it up here now, out into space there for Rochi. Rochi on it, takes it forward, looks for the backhand, couldn't get that up to Teo, but it's picked out here now by Nas. Nas comes forward, makes a turn, comes away with it. In behind comes Kaku, give him a helping hand. Picks it up now, does Kaku, as the near side play from Rochi came in and spoilt that one. Kaku sees his men up forward, goes and drills that one up forward, looking to find Ambrosio, I believe it is, coming onto it here now. On his near side, flicks it in. Straightens himself up here now, looking for something out there is Rochi, but they get the face up towards goal once more, but Teo just stops that one there. And going back onto it here now is Lukin. Lukin sets up the play, takes the hook, keeps possession of the play and fires this ball out quickly. Good play, letting the ball do the work and not dithering around with it too much. And Rochi comes onto it first time here now and tries this up the field, but unfortunately for him it just hops out over the boards. Umpires count this down in form of umpire Smith. Ball's play. Kaku to bring in here now. Kaku on the play. There with it is Monteverde. He looks to see what options he has. He sends that one up forward. Finds Gonzalo Ferrari. Backhand though comes in by Teo. Lovely open backhand by him. Couldn't quite pick that one up there. Could Rochi, but the backhand sent in again by Gantoot. Kaku Araja to send it up now for Ambrosio. Ambrosio gets half hooked off out of it, but retains possession of the play. He's quickly cancelled out of that play by Teo. And quick as a flash. They're back in attack here now. Gantoot. A stealing play from Rochi, and the backhand comes in. Looks to try and send this one back in. A little bit of a melee comes in, but It looks like it's Rochi. Look at that quick turn play on that one there. And in fact, no, it was actually Lukin. Sent that one up. But there for Rochi, up over the halfway line. Nasser coming back at pace. Looking over his shoulder there to try and see where his man in is. Rochi goes with a cut shot, try and get that one in. Didn't quite get as much onto it as he would have wanted to. So great pressure there by Nasser. And looking to come up onto this one here and turns across that one there. And sends it up forward now. Up to the halfway field. You see Lukin just going back on his field. He made a quick change. The backhand comes in there by Rochi. Rochi's backhand looking for Lukin, but it's sent back in once more. But coming back round up onto this one here. We've got 2 against 1 onto that one there. And let's see what the umpires decide. There's 2 against 1, but did Teo have a right, or was he interfering with that play? Maybe we'll be able to see on the replay here, thank you, from Polo line. The players are taking this opportunity here now to quickly change ponies. You see Rochi is just quickly changing there. The players called. There's no waiting, no napping. There's a period of time they must get on and play it. If they don't, then they'll end up getting it reversed or a throw in. And so, bringing it up here now, comes forward, up on the play. As the players scramble to get back out onto the field. Leaves it now for Kaku. Kaku comes forward, got a little bit of a squeeze in there on that play, and we get a whistle. What we can see on the replay here, yeah. Okay, we've got a little bit of a squeeze onto that one there, and I think this one will get moved up forward, up towards the Villa end of the field for Gantut in their green shirts. On what looks like the 40-yard line for a penalty 3. This penalty, of course, they can defend it, they can come wide of their goalpost to try and stop this one when the ball's struck. It will be Kako Raja to take this one here now. Certainly beautiful fluid action on this pony here. Just breaks on him a little bit here, but he gets up onto this one here and he drives and he shoots. It's still clean over the top. Nothing they can do about that one. No stopping that one there from Kaku Raja. Loading up the scores here now. 1 goal apiece. We can see on the replay here. Pony just sort of checked on him a little bit, but there was no stopping Kaku. Beautiful penalty taker. See on screen Lucas Monteverde and Lucero. So back into the line now, out of the line out it comes, goes with the backhand there, does Rochi, but it gets stopped here by Lukin just pulling back off out of that play a little bit, find a little bit of space, comes forward, gets hooked off out of it there, and it's now left for Rochi, working well as a team here now, sends that one quickly underneath the neck here for Rochi's come on to Rochi on the play, taps it up forwards. This time here now. Yields off it, leaves it for Lukin. Lukin, you see, changes the flow of play and the direction here now. Gets up through and past his man, but as he tries to come in to play that near side play, he just drifts across that line and we get a whistle on the play. There you see, just on the near side play, drifting across after it there, and therefore we have now a 40-yard penalty, another penalty 3 in favour of UAE this time. And teed up by Lukin Monteverde. So just sitting there at the walk here this time. He's doing a couple of practice swings. Comes in, drives, shoots, and he puts that one straight through. The flags aloft, taking them back out into the lead again here now. 2 goals it is to the UAE, and 1 to Gantut in Shaka number 1 with just under a couple of minutes left to play. So back to the midfield it is. again, it's ball back in play. In the middle line out, that one just gets stuck, but it comes off at it. Rochi looking for something out of that one there. Riding hard down that line. Or was it Lukin? Sorry, it's Lukin. Lukin thinking the ball was going forward towards the goal. He was attacking. However, we can see on the replay there now that there was actually more going away from goal. Every inch they can try to put into the minds of the umpire, they will do so. So the ball's dropped down here now for a penalty fine. It'll be Teo Lukau to bring it into play here now. Teo, first time play, looks to get that one up. Comes a little bit short. Couldn't quite pick it up there, but it's picked up here now by Nasser. Nasser takes it forward here. Up on the play. Checks it forward once again. Leaves it now. Fizz that one forward. Came off the back of a pony. Tries to get back onto the play, but you have Rochi coming in to try and spoil that play. And does so. Picks up the play here now. Being hard mark. Yields off it. Leaves it. Sorry, it was Lukin. Rochi sends it up here this time. Near side play there by Lukin. Comes up forward. Lukin can try and get back onto this one. Dummies a shot. Comes round. Goes to find a little bit of space for himself. Beautifully mounted. Great little horseman. And comes forward once again. Still in possession of this one here now. And goes with a big driving shot in towards goal. And the goal judge likes that one indeed. Umpires agree with it. Some great stick work there from Lukin Monteverde. Skying that one through the goals. See here now. You just saw on the replay there the final, but it's a lovely bit of stick work there and horsemanship, getting away from the players, working hard to try and find a little bit of space, and in doing so got himself the goal scoring opportunity and converted it beautifully. So there it is, into the line out it is once more, trying to come up onto this one here now, going back there. Roger, it is going to be Ochi going back with him, putting the pressure on that near side all the time, goes in to try and block that play and does so. And it looks like that one's going to drift out over the back line, so great defence there by the UAE. A formidable attack by Gantut as well. But it ends up over the back line, the Hooter goes, so that there will end Chukka number 1, with the score being 3 goals it is to the UAE, 1 goal to Gantut, as the players leave the field to change ponies before coming back out again. And for our Polo Line viewers, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, to the Kulm Hotel in Samaritz, to the 40th edition.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Habtoor Polo Resort and Club for the start of Chukka number 2, this 5 Chukka match, 5 periods of play of 7 minutes with 30 seconds sudden death. So we have 7 minutes on the clock to start Chukka number 2, with the score being 3 goals to 1. We'll be starting off with a hit in from the scoreboard end by Taylor Cow for the UAE. Just sitting having a little bit of a chat there with Rochi. Players called. Going to be looking for a little bit of space. Comes forward with a few tactics. You see darting one way, going the other. Sends that one nicely behind the pony there for Rochi out into some open space. Teo comes up forward. Rochi will probably sit a little bit deeper here now, but no, gets a nice bit of protection there by Teo. Trying to get turned back inside, does so. You see the team working well, helping the man out with the ball all the time. Just going to have to go back for it, but quickly onto it. There's Ambrosio. Ambrosio coming up to this one here quickly, really bumping right off there. But Ambrosio retains possession. But this time, keeps going forward. Ball flicks off out, and it looks like it is going to be. Nasser comes forward. Now comes forward up onto this one here, sends it out forward. Sorry, that one is there. Is Ferrari. Backhand comes in there by Rochi, clearing it away. This time, Nasser called off it. Onto the play, it is Ferrari with Kaku in behind, gets told to use it. Whites get told to clear, gives him a little bit of a window and sends this one in towards the goal. The goal judge says yes. Umpire's going back towards the back line there though. Did that one curl out wide? Let's see. We just see on that one, the ball was curling quite distinctly towards the left, so looks like from the third man and also from the umpires they've decided that has gone wide, so no goal. A little bit of contestation, as it were to say. But the ball's been placed on the back line. Distinctly thought that would have gone through to Gantut. Up, we get a whistle on the play. Maybe a little bit too much chit-chat. See what's happening here now. It's always very difficult when a ball is curling in free play to see exactly where that ball is. Did it go inside or outside? But it looks like Gantut are retiring and yielding to this decision here. After all, that umpire's decision is always going to be final. So Teo Lecao for the UAE to bring it into play here now. Teo taps it forward. Once again, you've got Rochi coming one way, then darts the other way. And up onto the play here now. Rochi being hard ridden off. Marking well, close and tight. Up the boards he comes. In comes Teo behind to give him the support if needed, but he's immediately marked onto that one there. Coming around for the near side play. Rochi just getting hammered from both sides here now and does get it stolen away from him on the near side here now. And a beautiful neck shot there by Ferrari. Up for Ambrosio, going back with him there. It is Lukin. Checks up on this one here now. Checks up hard, cuts back, looks for a bit of space, tries to find a bit of space for himself and a bit of time. Avoids the hooking play, avoids the second hooking play, looking for the second little back shot there. Oh, and it gets stopped there by Teo. What an amazing play, some amazing saving shots the other day from the goalmouth, and done it again here this afternoon in Chukka number 2. But Gantut are relentless and keeping on coming forward once again. You see the blocking, the marking is happening. They're stopping the players from getting forward, get told to move on with it. Goes with the next shot this time, but unfortunately couldn't quite get far enough forward over the top of the ball to find the angle he was looking for, and it just goes wide. So some great marking there by UAE. Some wonderful defence. So the ball will be placed on the back line here now. For Teo Lecao to bring it into play. UAE have been hemmed in down this end for the last couple of minutes. I'm sure they would love to get away and up the other end. Gantut would rather keep down. Excuse me, ladies and gentlemen, can small people still stay behind the white line? This is a safety zone. And so onto that play there. As they're coming forward, was impeded on that play. And looking to move forward here will be Gantut. Sorry, Gantut will have to come back for the white shirts now of UAE from 5B. So a couple of players quickly opting to go and change ponies as Rochi just teases this ball up here whilst Teo's changing. Players called and Teo comes in up onto the ball here now. Teo comes up, drives, shoots, gives that ball a ride. Absolutely stonking ball up over the top of the players here But first back is Kaku, looking for the near side play, but doesn't quite manage to execute that one through the goals. Was Raji, but it's going to be over to the far side of the field for Kaku Raja, finding some space, looking to set up the plays here now. Comes forward, back in towards the middle of the field here. Players darting, looking to find a bit of space so he can place that ball so they can run onto it. Goes under the neck with it. Now looking here for Ferrari to get onto. Ferrari up onto this one here now. Comes back in towards the middle of the field. On the near side, Kaku spoils that play, leaving it Ferrari once more. Leaves it now for... Oh, left it for Ambrosio, but it's been stolen away there here now by Lukin. Lukin on the move, coming to find a bit of space out between the two fields here in the picnic area. Does Lukin, takes the ball in the air, looks to take the man, leaves it now for Teo. Teo gets away with this here now and flicks it forward once more. It's Lacau again. Lacau on fire. Lacau, he's unstoppable out here again. Teo Lacau putting a beautiful goal through there for the UAE. 4 goals it is now to the UAE, 1 for Gantut. Just watch this here now. Great skill with there. You just see the finishing off. The ball's wobbling and bouncing, but it's no worries to these boys here. That's all part of the game. And just before that, the players were trying to hook it, but a lovely unselfish play there by Lukin. Went to the man, left it for Teo. Great communication between these players here this afternoon. So the ball into play, and we get a whistle. Getting to convince that is going in their direction. They're wanting this to move up forward, but we also have a quick change of ponies here going on too. It is going to get moved up here, this one here now. What looks like a penalty for a 60-yard penalty for Kaku Raja to tee up for Gantut. An excellent penalty taker indeed there is Kaku. So it looks like Nasser's just quickly changed. Getting on the Shula. So Kaku Raja circles round up onto this one here now. Kaku comes in, strikes this one. It's above stick height and through the goals it goes. Lovely accuracy there by Kaku. Make it 2 goals now to Gantut, but it's still 4 goals up there for the UAE. You can see on the replay here now for our viewers on Polo line. Strikes a very good penalty indeed, does Kaku Raja. Great position, great balance on the horse. And so the two teams line up once more, ball back into play, stuck in front of the line out, being stolen away here now by Rochi on the move, fizzes up here for the man himself. It's Teo Lacau once again. Teo looking to avoid that hook there, nothing they can do about it. The ball's in the air, the ball bounces and straight through the goal it is. A beautiful quick goal from that line out there for the UAE by Teo Lacau. You saw a wonderful break from the line out by Rochi Toragatar and passes that ball up, lets the ball do the work and sends it up the field for Teo to finish off. Still had to avoid the hook there from Kaku. Managed to do so and put it through the goal. So changing ends, back to the middle once more. 5 goals to 2 it is. So in the line out. Back to the line out. Kaku picks it up, turns back inside, looking for a little bit of space. This guy's giving a little bit of protection here now. Comes forward, ooh, he's just left that one behind. In comes Lukin, tries to steal it away. The ball ricochets off out towards the side, but Kaku comes around, picks it back up again once more, taking the inside line. It is going to be Monteverde. Monteverde on the loose here now. Monteverde opens that shoulder, tries to fizz that one up from a long distance, but unfortunately didn't quite get as much onto it as he wants. Tail backhand comes in, beautiful backhand there by Ferrari, out towards the side here now, but picked up by Rochi. Rochi turns at speed, comes round beautifully on that pony, gets hooked off out of it, couldn't take it any further, but it's now picked up by Teo on his near side, but showed too much of that one then. The backhand comes in and quickly coming onto it. Gantut turning defence into attack once more, but once again Rochi's covered the ground. He's back onto it once more, goes with the tail backhand, beats the mallet down, and it falls nicely there this time for Lukin, who goes with another long lofted drive at the goal. Gets a bit too much high altitude on it, but not quite the distance. It pulls up just before the back line, just wide of the goal. And in fact, no, it did actually go out over the back line. Thought it just pulled up in time, but no. Kaku Raj was quite happy for it to have gone over the back line, so he's in possession of the play for Gantut. So bring it in here now. Kaku Raja drives this one up forward, sends it out there, looking for Ferrari, but the backhand comes in by Rocci, ubiquitous here this afternoon, a great workhorse for this team, and comes forward once again. Do Gantut on the attack, slipping their men on the move. It's the cows going with him. Checks up. Oh, it comes off the pony, but you've got Kaku, safe as houses, in behind. He puts that into the pony, so and it comes back once more. Nasser just passes that up. Nasser now goes up for a passing play as Kaku makes the play here now, but shows too much of that to Monteverde. Comes to the backhand, comes off the pony. Lecao tries to intercept the play, but Kaku just takes that away from out underneath his nose. And Kaku on the play. Once more, you see good teamwork there, giving me a little bit of space. Leading away from Lecao, sends it up forward here now, reckoning that Ferrari has the pony here now. Ferrari comes forward once again, Ferrari coming in. He's got Rocci try and get round, he gets ridden off, and it's left now for Teo to turn it away. The first two to has gone, and it is going to be Lecao on the far side, checks up. Looks to come back inside, goes with a show and go, and on the run he goes here now. Does Teo Lecao. Lecao looking to get the big shot in, but gets hooked off out of it. Now picked up here between Ambrosio and Ferrari on their side underneath the neck, but it comes up there for Rocci. Rocci trying to let it go, does so, sends it out there, looking this time for Lukin. Lukin looking to run it all the way, but just unfortunately for him, just runs out of time. The second hooter goes at about the 60-yard line it would have been, and that there will end Chukka number 2, with the score being 5 goals it is to the UAE, and 2 goals for Gantut. As the players quickly change, we'll go to a few messages and adverts before we start Chukka number 3. So welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Habtoor Polo Resort Club for our Polo Line viewers, as we see Lukin Monteverde just mounting up here at the pony line. So with Sheikha Matha ahead of him, Matha to be coming out on Istanbul, and Lukin supposed to be coming out on Aerobica. As you see the two umpires there standing over the place where the second hooter went, where the ball was when Lukin Monteverde was running towards goal. And we'll be starting off with a roll in from the inside out. Nasser coming out on Alhambra. Gonza looking to come out here on Tutti Pop. Kaku looking to come out here on Muda rather. Teo on Sardinia. And so back into play it is, and Lukin checks up, pulls that ball back, straightens himself up here now, looks up to send that ball goalward bound for one of his players to run onto, but first onto it looks like it is Nasser. Tries to take that one away round the corner here though, and unfortunately for him, Teo Lecao, as sharp as a cat, is onto that line, and straight down the line he comes and picks him up. You can't make a U-turn or a right angle turn in the middle of Sheikh Zayed Road or on a highway And that's effectively what he's just been picked up for there. So the ball directly in front of goal. Just a simple backhand with good angle. Would have saved that day, because they're quick, they're sharp, this UAE team. They're as quick as a flash, and they're onto every play. So the ball's just dropped through the goal once more. So one more on the board there for the UAE, making it 6 goals it is now to UAE. 2 goals to Gantoot. And once more, back to the middle of the field it is. Two teams lining up. Out the line, out it comes. Oh, and you see pretty much the same as what happened down there. The ball straight, and Lukim thought he could get onto that one there, but he was being chased down the line there by Gantoot player in the form of Habtoor, and he turns around and catches him out. So we now have a penalty 4 in favour of Gantoot. Being teed up there on the 60-yard line. Going to have to be. There's no room for error with either of these two teams, because the others will jump on it as quick as a flash. So Kakuraja once more. Kaku taking a long warm up here this time. Straightens himself up onto the ball. UAE 40 yards back, looking to stop this one. Kaku comes up, strikes, it's looking good. Is it straight enough? Yes it is, how dare I doubt him. Straight to the goals it is for Kakuraja and Gantoot. Made the score, 3 goals it is to Gantoot, and 6 it is now for UAE. You can see just a beautifully executed penalty there by Kakuraja on the replay. So back to the middle of the field once more. Umpire right, bowls that ball in, comes out the back of the line now. Kaku comes to pick it up. Teo's trying to reach round to get the hook in, but he straightens himself onto it. Gets the ride off, but nothing's coming out of this one here now. The umpires have blown that whistle. And so Lukim trying to jump in onto that one as well. You see Kaku comes in, was Teo 100% right to, well, possibly not, and then he comes across in front of him again. So there's a couple of issues that the umpires could pick up on that one there. They have to be on the ball. We do have the benefit of replay and a third man, but they've made their decision out here now, and this is now going to get moved up for a penalty in favour of the UAE. You could have picked one of 3 potential ones there. As was Teo hooking around the horse, or was he actually on the correct side of the horse when making the hook? Did he come in front of Kaku, or did Lukim come to meet the play, creating a 2-in-1 situation? 2-in-1 for our non-aficionados, of course. Creates a potentially dangerous situation. After all, we want to have any collisions out here this afternoon. So Kakuraja once again. Kaku on with her. Coming up to the penalty 4. Comes in, drive, shoots, it's along the ground. It's stoppable, and stopped it is, and it's deflected off there. Out towards the side there by Rochi, avoiding the hooking play. Comes back in. Sorry, it's Lukim, but it's Rochi turns up, giving him a little bit of space, and he drives this one up forward there. Up looking for Mather, but getting onto that line quickly there is Kaku. Kaku stops, turns. His own teammate sort of helping him out of it, takes the ball away from him, and in turn goes, and Teo got hold of it. Now he's ended up leaving it behind, and it's sent up forward by Borussia this time. Looking now for Ferrari. Ferrari coming in up onto this one here now, comes in and gets onto that one there. Left that one behind, and the ball is ended up just goes out towards the side, but I think we'll have a whistle on that one there. You can see that the UAE player was coming hard down the line at the same time. Maybe if you're just stuck onto his near side, but subconsciously didn't like the look of that goalpost in front of him, and he had been playing it on the near side. Did go across to a stick side, and now we have the result of a spot penalty for UAE, brought in by Teo Lecau, who cuts this one out here now for Rochi. Rochi sends that one up full once again. Once Just marking, pushing from one side to the other, keeping him clear off out of that one for Kaku to come on to. Kaku changes this one here now, just has to yield off, can't go touching the ball, it was a little bit too much. Lukeen is thinking that he got a bit of a sandwich there, maybe he was just caught in a little bit of no man's land, maybe he didn't even have the right to be there in the first place, and the umpires will just unpick this one as we have a little look here. The umpires will just discuss it. And taking this opportunity, you see Roger just quickly changing ponies up at the Villa end of the field. And so ball's dropped down here now for a spot penalty. Kaku again had gone forward hoping for a 60, but his next play would have been across the field or slightly backwards. So we have a spot penalty here for Kaku Raja and Gantut. We're just standing there with him. So 4:42 on the clock here in chapter number 3, and 3 goals to Gantut, 6 goals it is to the UAE. Oh, and Nasser Al-Shamsi's got a little bit of an issue there. Maybe there'll be a bit of something going on off the play there. He's dropped his manage as well. He's actually got caught up in a little bit of a tussle. Maybe Taxi Shaker has dropped her mallet. And as has Nasser as well. So only got their mallets caught in that. I was watching the play with the ball directly in front of me, so a little bit of hassle and tittle-tattle going on off the ball there. And so we just have a quick little pause in play. And we've got to change of ponies up the top end as well. And it's Kaku taking the opportunity here now. Get on to Preciosa. So around the corner he comes here now. Kaku Raja. Lovely strong looking grey mare here now. Taps it up for Lukeen's there. Sends that ball up nicely up the front door. This one goes. It's going all the way. It's going in the right direction. Hasn't got enough to get there all the way. But first onto it here looks like it's Rochi. Rochi checks, turns the play, then moves away across the line. Able to do so, drew the man in, gets hooked off out of it this time, tries to get the backhand in, can't, but it looks like Lecao comes up with the spoils here now. Lecao again, Teo Lecao up the far side, the middle side of the field, swaps onto his near side, puts that one in towards the middle of the field here now, looking for Mather. Mather, great strong shot there by Mather, brings that one up forward, looking to go up onto that ball first, does so at speed and gets onto it the backhand, but the backhand gets deflected, so making UAE the advantage forward, but it's making Gantut have to work hard to try and pick up the possession, and it's going to be Kaku comes up with the spoils once again, gets hooked off out of it there by Teo. Teo comes in with the ride off, but he's got his man there in behind. Has Kaku, you see Kaku just jumping in behind once again, get told to play it, so he has to go and make a play. There does Ferrari, this time comes under the neck nicely, he's off the ball, goes one way, changes the flow of play for Kaku Raja. Coming in behind here this time is Ambrosio, he's always support. Then you see you had Ferrari taking the keen off out that player, now allowing Kaku to come forward, but he's just made a bit of a Horlicks of that one there, allowing Teo to come into it and put Teo back into attack once more. Teo, dummies a backhand, sorry, dummies a big shot, backhand comes in there now, though, by Kaku Raja. First back onto it is going to be checking up, turning the play. Nicely is Roger on the play. Bringing this ball forward here now, grown exponentially in the last year or so, has this young player going to the sky, I would say, and it is now going to be Rochi once more. Checks up on this play. Comes forward again. But now, this time, left here for Lukeen. Lukeen tries to get onto that, does so, gets away from the man, but he's immediately stopped there. Checked, backhand comes in there, doesn't get it, keeps control of it, does Lukeen, looking to try and see a little bit of a window to put that one through in towards the goal, but unfortunately it closes and it just goes out towards the right-hand side. And you see players scramble to change ponies. 2:25 on the clock. 3-6 is the score in chukker number 3. And it looks like it is going to be Kakuraj to bring it in for Gantut. He's trying to stall as much as he can. Obviously, there's a couple of players changing. Comes up onto this one, goes with a cute neck shot out there towards his pony lines, and out to the boards it comes. Yields off, it does Ferrari. Ambrosio gets back onto it, does Ferrari. Ferrari on this one, tries to send that forward, comes off the pony, but not with too much force, so goes forward again. There, does Ferrari, goes under the neck, puts that one out into open space, looking for Kaku, but first to come up onto it, looks like it's going to be Rocha. Rocha comes in, sends a lovely backhand, but there's no UAE player to get onto the end of that one here, so it's tidied up and cleaned up once more there by Gantut. In quickly comes Lukin, spoils that play, but there's good support in there behind Ferrari in the form of Ambrosio. Juan Ambrosio taps it up once again. Ambrosio flicks that one up forward here now, looking for Nasser. Nasser looking to come onto this one here now. Mather comes in with the backhand. Nasser gets onto it once more. Nasser avoids the hook there from Lukin. Nasser Al-Shamsi goes with a big whoosh, and it's backed out of there by Teo the Cow. And the backhand quickly trying to get round onto it was Roger, and also Ambrosio checks, turns, comes away with the play here now. Fresh pony for him as he just turns nicely, fluidly round that corner, but loses sight of the ball. In comes Ferrari to try and help him out, as does Kaku, who's a little bit of a melee and a bit sticky and a bit messy, but nice backhand there by Lukin, puts it into space. And once again, it's that man Lacau onto the play, avoids the hook, leaves it in turn for his teammate in the form of Monteverde. Monteverde keeps bringing this ball forward, not being challenged at this point in time, can do so. Goes on the move. Keeps coming forward once again, plays with the backhand, he knows he's got Lacau, but he gets kicked forward by the pony, protects the ball, and in comes Lacau. Lacau gets hooked, but we get a whistle on that play as Ambrosio comes on to make the hooking play. Oh, it's all turned a little bit tight and a little bit scrappy. Not really the flowing polo we'd like to be seeing, but it's methodical, and that can be very effective indeed, as this ball is now going to be moved up here for the UAE, being dropped down on the 30-yard line. So the ball's been teed up there. Sorry, just lost my live microphone for a second, or a moment or two. And we have Luki Monteverde coming around here on Gata. A lovely little buckskin pony. Comes in, drives, shoots, it's 30 yards, it's undefended, and through the goals it goes for another one on the board for UAE, making it 7 goals to the UAE. And 3 goals to Gantut as the clock ticks down. It's almost definitely come to the end of this chukker prior to being able to get this underway once more. So the two teams line up. Ball does get into play, and into play it is. The hooter goes, so that there's 30 seconds of sudden death. The open backhand by Rochi doesn't quite get as far as you'd like to have done so. Picked up and sent up forward here nicely now. And looking to get onto that one there is Nasser. Nasser Al-Shamsi, he's under pressure. Nasser wants another one here onto his near side. Couldn't quite get it, but the backhand comes in there by Lukin and clears it away from the danger zone once again. Puts it back into attack instead of letting the ball come out over the back line. Plays a lovely backhand out towards the boards it comes here this time. Once again, Gantut have possession, back on attack once more, but this time, there goes the second hooter, and so this time it will end. Chukker number 3, with the score being 7 goals is to the UAE, and 3 to Gantut. So they'll have a little bit of a longer break here now, whilst the players have a bit of a team chat. And so we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line before we start chukker number 4.
La verdad que sí, arrancamos hoy, tuvimos primera fecha libre, estaban los caballos un poco pesados, nosotros fuera de ritmo, pero bueno, por suerte pudimos ganar. Me invitó Kaku, que había hablado con Shamsi para armar el equipo. Cuando me escribió, pareció un programón. Nunca habíamos jugado juntos la primera vez, y con Juanchi ya habíamos jugado varias veces en contra también en Inglaterra y tenemos buena relación, así que me pareció muy divertido. Y bueno, llegamos, empezamos a jugar práctica, la verdad que no pudimos jugar práctica de equipo, pero acá estamos, vamos a ir agarrando ritmo partido a partido. Bueno, un poco ahora el objetivo es andar lo mejor posible acá en Dubái, que Gantud me dio la posibilidad. Traje caballos, la verdad que estoy muy entusiasmado de seguir organizándome acá en Inglaterra, bueno, también en Argentina, y sí, los objetivos siguen puestos en todo el año. Tengo la posibilidad de jugar con Gastón la Copa de Reina y la de Oro, así que muy agradecido con Jean-Paul y toda la organización por la invitación. Y después otra vez jugar la clasificación a Palermo, tenemos el mismo equipo, poniéndole un poco de ficha a eso y a ver si se nos da para clasificar a Palermo, que sería el sueño. Bueno, la temporada en Argentina la verdad que sí fue buenísima, tuve momentos increíbles de haber jugado el abierto de suplente de cambiazo, y después con el equipo no anduvimos muy bien en la clasificación, pero pudimos terminar ganando la cámara. La verdad que me siento en un momento que estoy contento, me estoy organizando, tengo el apoyo de muchas organizaciones para seguir montándome, principalmente la Delfina, que hoy como jugador apunta a montarme lo mejor posible, sé que es clave, y a cada lugar que voy, acá a Dubái, Inglaterra, en Argentina, estoy pensando a qué me puedo subir para poder seguir compitiendo. Creo que estoy en ese momento de apostarle firme a lo que quiero, que como te dije antes es clasificar a Palermo y poder jugarlo, estar a ese nivel, estaría muy contento con eso.
Well, like you say, it's been 15 years. We started at 12 gold and only 4 checkers. And from there, we did a few years like that. Then we went to 15 goals, to 16 goals, and 5 checkers, 18 goals. Now it's 20 goals. And yeah, very competitive tournament. Everybody likes to win it, and it's quite good. It's very attractive. Although it's 5 teams in the 20 gold, there is 9 teams playing in the 12 gold. So originally it was only like the high gold, and there were the teams playing in that tournament. Now the evolution of the polo in Dubai is taking us that there is a lot more teams. Some of them will stay at 12 goals, some might go up to 20 goals in a few years. Pieres is a brand name in polo, and they won so many tournaments all over the world. It's always good to have a name like that playing in the tournaments. You have the religious month here, that is Ramadan, involved in the season. For a few years, we will have it in the middle of the season, so the season gets shorter because of the religious month. But we still manage to play. We're playing a 12th goal and a 20 goal. The start of the 20 goal still together with the 12th goal. So they're playing both tournaments at the same time.
Welcome back to all the Polo Line viewers, and here we are with someone that you probably know is someone that have been here in this Silver Cup since the beginning, or not?
Yeah, long time. Thank you for having me. Welcome, Polo Line. What a fantastic opening first half of this game. UAE is always playing fantastic. UAE started their first game a bit slow, but their last two games were fantastic, or the second game was fantastic, and now the third game they're really showing their class. And of course, again, Toot. What a team, what an organization. I think we're in for a fantastic second half of this match.
I haven't seen Mohammed or any of the Habtoor around. I don't know if you want to send them a message if they're watching you.
Where are you guys? I'm here, looking for you. That's it, thank you.
What we can expect about this second half, and what about the following match, which is Bangash against Wolf?
Well, I think the second half is going to be rock and roll, and then the next game will be, Bangash need to win, and Wolves also need to win, but Bangash definitely needs to win to stay alive in this game, and then we'll go to the next round of games, and Habtoor needs to win that to secure. So, I mean, yeah, it's a fantastic tournament so far, and we're in for exciting times.
Ready, Raja, if anyone needs you to jump into the field? Or?
You know me, super sub number one, I'm always available. For the high goal players, of course. Thank you.
Thank you, Raja. Back to you, Adam.
So thank you very much indeed there, Sebastian, for our interview with Raja Al-Jubain. As we now have the players coming back out onto the field. We can see the progression for our Polo Line viewers. At the end of chukker number 1, it was 1-3 in favour of UAE. At the end of chukker number 2, 2-5. At the end of chukker number 3, going into the half-time break, it was 3 goals to Gantut and 7 for the UAE. So our two teams making their way over to the far corner of the Villa side of the field at the scoreboard end. We'll be starting off with a roll-in where that chukker ended. So the two teams will line up. On umpire Smith, I believe it'll be. Chief umpire of Guards Polo Club bowls that ball in, gets stopped at the front there, well by Mather, but now picked up, or tried to pick it up, did Keen, but coming away with it is Roger once again, but he's pushed off wide, off out of that one there. Has to take it deeper down into his own territory, tries to do so, does Ferrari, but it's now going to be Roger, picks up the spoils and sets sail up the field here, but a length or two ahead of him there is Roger with the backhand, nice tail backhand, links up well with his teammate here now, coming onto that one there well, but Kaku's in there, in behind. Roger comes forward here once again. Sorry, no, it's Ferrari. Ferrari coming forward. I can hardly see those numbers. It is actually Arroyo comes forward once again. Arroyo on this play here now. You see Nasser clearing a little bit of space, and we get a whistle on the play. Lukin just try to come in and just sort of be there on the near side. We'll see on this replay here now. And Lukin was looking to get on the near side, but squeezing his way through a little bit. Possibly there was Nasser. And maybe Lukin pushed Nasser over the right of way of his own teammate, and we end up with a penalty too, a 30-yard penalty in favour of Gantut. Once again being teed up and circling round onto it is Araja. Comes in, drops the mallet down, it's undefendable, and through the goals it goes. The flag is aloft, so another one on the board there for Gantut, taking them 4 goals now. With 7 goals it is for the UAE. So they'll make their way over to the other side of the field this time, in front of us here at Polo Line. for umpire Smith to bowl this ball in. Two teams line up. Ball bowled into play, not wasting any time. It just skews off out the side slightly. First onto it. There's Lukien running this ball down the field, tapping it in the air because he can. Great control there. Just pulls the ball and pony away there from the man who's trying to make the hook. Brings it on the near side. Looks at the near side backhand. Couldn't quite get away with that one there as he's been hard under pressure. But going up onto it here now. Comes in with the ride-off. Looks to take the man away. The backhand comes in by Lecau. Looks to try and pick that one up once again. It is Lukien coming forward in towards the goal once more. Lukien gets hooked off out of it. It's left there. Lecau tries to reach out for it. Couldn't quite pick it up. Near side backhand there by Nasser. Clears it away from the danger zone. But it's going to be picked up by Lecau. Lecau goes out to some open space. Tries to turn. Faces back towards goal. Gets a nice bit of protection from his teammates here. He's just stopped in his tracks there. But on the near side comes through. Not wasting any time. Out onto that one there. Just cuts this one away beautifully. Out here does Ferrari. Ferrari looks to try and get back onto it, but you see Roger trying to come onto it there. Does so. Dummies towards the man, goes to the ball. Good tail backhand there for Lukien. Goes for the first time play with a lovely acute neck shot underneath the neck. He goes out of this one up there for Mather. Mather comes in towards the goal, and it just goes wide out towards the left-hand side. Got onto it well. Nasser Shamsi thought that he had a little bit of something under that one there, but there's enough room for Mather to have had a cup of tea and maybe even make a sandwich. So plenty of space and time. So the ball's on the back line for Gantoots. Kakuraja sends it out wide here, this time out towards the Villa side. Yields off it, leaves it now. Half hooked off out of it, keeps control of it. Gantoot in possession once more. Gantoot again. Roger looks like going forward, tries to get up past Lecau, does so. Up on the break here now. Goes with a long shot, tries to drive that one up the front door here now. Looking to get onto it, gets called off it there. There's Nasser, but quickly onto it here. Comes Gaku onto it once again. The backhand comes in. As the backhand comes in, saving the day. But on doing so, as he left his man, he goes across the right of way of the oncoming player. And let's see what we see on the replay. Was there enough space and time for him to get there? Was that line manipulated slightly or not? What the players will sometimes do, they'll suddenly make a more acute ride down the line to exaggerate that course there. But let's see if we can see on the replay, as you see Roger just quickly changing ponies. The umpire's just coming to the third man who will go to review this one. And it looks like a foul has been given on the review. One umpire thinking there was enough space and time, one thinking there was not. Goes to the third man for a definitive answer of it. And so the ball will be placed down here now for a penalty from the spot. It's being teed up there. As a couple of players quickly opt to go and change ponies. Always good to be on fresh legs, as it were. Never want to be caught lacking when your pony's tired. If you get caught in a bit of a horse race, so to come round onto this here now. Araja once more. From some 10-15 metres from the goal. Raja drops the mallet down through the goals it is, making it 5 goals it is now to Gantoot. Closing that margin, but they still have a 2-goal advantage to Gantoot on 7 goals. So, back to the middle of the field. Umpire Had Smith just counting it down. They count it down, so of course there's not too much dilly-dallying and wasting of time. So the ball into play. In the middle of the line-out. Comes out here now. Looks for the next shot. Can't pick that up. It's picked up by Rochi. Rochi managed to shoot that one out from underneath his pony. Rochi on the move here now. Avoids the hook there from Ambrosio and sets sail up the field here now. Going with these half swings. Pushing that ball forward and letting it run. And a lovely play here there by Rochi. He's going to look for that next shot. Gets the next shot and puts it away. Lovely goal there by Torrigatar. Picked up the play nicely from that line-out. Under a lot of pressure. All the way. But there was no stopping Rochi. Just got himself ahead enough to be able to make that lovely neck shot through the goal. Regaining a 3-goal margin. 8-5 is the score. And back to the middle of the field once more it is. Looking vague resemblance of a gap. The ball gets bowled into play. Out the back of the line out it comes. And it's going to be the goal scorer, Torrigatar, onto it. But he gets his pocket picked here this time by Ambrosio. Ambrosio checks, turns, comes back inside, looks put it back up into attack. You see Lukin trying to get in there to spoil the play, but he goes on the move. But coming back at him in there is Teo. Switches onto his near side with the man, yields off it, leaves it now, and it's going to be Kaku to come in onto the play. Kaku Raja, you see, being given space there as Rochi is just there waiting for him. Checks up to try and steal that ball, and in doing so, I think he came across him slightly, but we certainly get a whistle on that play. Doesn't believe it, looks to the heavens and goes. But we'll see a little bit more clearly here on the replay here now. He just tried to sneak in and try and steal that ball, but he wasn't really parallel to that line and just came across the front. And therefore we get a penalty here now. Another one for Gantut. Pretty heavy on the penalties here for Gantut. And capitalising and taking advantage of them, of course. So a few players scurrying to change ponies. And players called. Kaku was on Jessica. And going on to Miluna here. Then comes up to it, drives that one and puts that one away nicely. Through the goals it is, so a 2-goal margin it's back to here. 6 goals for Gantut and 8 for the UAE. You can see a good view of the drone as he's put that one away through the goals, and then we'll come back, see them here now. Coming back to the middle of the field. It's how Smith raises that ball aloft. Ball into play. Out the back of the line it comes. Kaku says thank you. Leaves it now for Ferrari. Ferrari going to play. Gets told to use it. Does so. Sends it out in towards the middle of the field. Oh, cut that one away there. Does Lukin. Avoids the hooking play. Takes it deeper down his own territory. Oh, and he's just been deceived on that one there, and he gets end up going forward up onto it. Now here, Ambrosio sends that one forward and goes back towards the back line, but it came off Lukin. He got to it in time. Oh, and we've got a bit of an indecision as to where the line was onto that one there. So let's see what the umpires say. We just saw a very close call there by Lukin on the play where he played the near side play, took it back towards his own back line, then had to scurry quickly to stop him from going over his own back line, which would have led to a corner. And in the turning play here now, Teo was coming forward, but there was a bit of indiscretion there between two of the players on where the line was, as one of the Gantut players was trying to claim that line, in doing so intimidating poor Teo Lecao. And so this has been moved up here now for a penalty, for a 60-yard penalty this time in favour of the UAE. The umpires will move it up depending upon the severity of the foul and also depending on where players are positioned on the field. If it looks like the possibility of a runaway or basically a runaway attack towards goal, then they'll move this forward, because at the end of the day, a team needs to be put into a position they would have been if they had not been fouled. And so this one here now has been dropped down for a penalty, for a 60-yard penalty in favour of the UAE. And Luki Monteverde. Coming round at the walk here this time is Lukin. Comes up to it, drives, shoots. It's going to come down before the goal, but it gets deflected and out towards the right-hand side. Looking to pick that one up, Rochi, but he keeps control of the play. You see Lecao coming in to give a bit of support and get in behind. Looking to feel his way through the traffic here. Sees a little bit of a window and goes with a shot in towards the goal. It gets stopped and saved there by Gantut, and coming away with, I think it's Ferrari coming away with this one here now, saving the day for Gantut once more. Comes into some space behind the players and opens it up forward. Lukin up onto it, takes the man, near side play. Oh, thought about the backhand, decided to come round on the stick side, but left that one behind. Couldn't quite pick it up there. It's now picked up by Lecao once more. Lecao onto his near side, you see. Takes it forward, then goes with the backhand. That's deflected off the pony, and first onto this one. Ooh, Lukin tries to get onto that one there. As Ferrari plays a shot, we get a whistle. And they're deciding which way this penalty is going, as the umpires quickly talk to each other. They deem a very cute play there by Lukin, but the umpires don't believe he had the right to come in on that play. So therefore we have a spot penalty here in favour of Gantut, being teed up there by Kaku Araja directly in front of us here now. Kaku. Almiluna. So, Kaku taps it up forward. Good tussle going on there up the field as trying to look after Lecao. Keep him off out of it for the defence. Comes forward once again as Kaku gets away there from Monteverde. The first two to go. He's working his silky skills and trying to dribble it through the players here. Now comes over the top of it. Leaves it for Ferrari. Ferrari comes forward. Gets attacked there by Lukin, but the ball is a bit of a melee. But who pushes that one away and taking it away from the danger zone? It was Rocha, but it's now picked up here once again by Gantut. Pulling that one away. Looks to see where goal is. He wants to make a play. Can't. Too much traffic in front of him. Cuts that one in towards the goal. It looks like it's going to go wide, but it's going to be backed out of there nicely there by Lukin. Trying to get onto it was Teo, but it's now picked up. Second Huda goes, and that's it. That there will end Chucker number 4, ladies and gentlemen, with the score being 8 goals it is to the UAE. 6 to Gantut. So a lot of pressure from Gantut on this goal, but just running out of time. But great defence by the UAE, keeping them at bay. So with the score at 8-6 in favour of the UAE over Gantut, we'll go to a few messages and adverts from Polo Line before we start. Chucker number 5. So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here now live at Habtoor Polo Resort and Club. You can see the progression of the match there. 1-3, 2-5, 3-7, 6-8 after Chucker number 4. Going into Chucker number 5 with the UAE with a 2-goal margin. I'd like to give a shout out here. There to Polo Daniel Garrido, watching Susa Satagrande, Martin Brooks, Gonzalo Ramirez, and Roman Muller saying hi to Gonzalo. So thanks for tuning in. And so we'll be starting off with a roll-in where we ended up that chucker, and in the ball goes out the back of the line out. Quickly onto it is Lukin. Lukin coming around the corner here now. Couldn't quite pick that one up. He's got his man behind. Takes it off the boards. Looks to take a nice little backhand in towards the middle of the field. There does Ferrari. This time up there for Kaku. Kaku going to goal with bound here now. Kaku Raja. Kaku. One more tap will do. And he says, thank you very much indeed. Kaku Raja getting them into it. 1 goal it is here now. 7 goals to 8 here is the score at the start of chucker number 5. Lovely little simple backhand, putting that one into the danger zone. For Kaku Raja had a lot to do. He had Rocha still in there, putting the pressure on. But he just had a length or two to be able to get away, and a getaway he did, and through the goals it goes. So back to the middle of the field. Ball into play. Out the back of the line out. Just got stopped. Picked up here now by... Coming up onto that one there, looking to try and milk that angle, as you saw, as I mentioned earlier. And it's sent up forward here, there by Lukin, looking for Rochi, but coming onto this one here first. Backhand comes in there by Gantut, sends it out towards the side here now. Checking up onto it, there's Brojo. Gets hard ridden off by Lecao, turns away from him well. Straightens himself up, looks to come back away with it. Just left that one behind, and it's going to be picked up by Lecao. Lecao gets in there, but shows too much of that one there. And forward away here now comes Raja once again. coming up on the play, away from the danger zone, out towards the side. Lecao comes in, checks up, lovely horsemanship, beautifully schooled ponies, checks up, goes one way, goes the other, this time sends it down the boards here this time, looking to get up onto that one here now. The man comes away from that play, called off it is Ferrari. Nasser sends that one in towards the middle of the field here for Ambrosio to send it forward with a little bit more purchase on it, but he's been covered off out of it there, has Ferrari, by Lukin once again, who decides and opts to run this one round the field. Got the pony, got the skill set. Off he goes here now. Does Lukin Monteverde, but coming down the middle of the field to cut the angle down there. It is. Oh, and a lovely little flick play there by the heady Kaku Araja. Araja once again sends it up forward here now. Back into attack for Ambrosio. Ambrosio comes up away with it here now. Kaku gone up forward, near side place, tries to flick. Oh, and so nearly linking up beautifully there, but it's now left here for Rocho. Rocho on the play, checks, turns, gets protected there by Lecao. But you see Lecao goes quickly, doesn't waste any time, looks to give him an option to pass to. Trying to get up onto that one there is Nasser, but it's left for Teo. Nasser thought that he had a little bit of a line on that one there, but umpire's silent. Going back onto it once again here. Goes with the backhand. Shamsi out towards the side, but it's well read there by Lukin. Lukin makes a turning play, but he's met there by another player, and we get a whistle on that play. Let's see what the umpire says about this and see what we can see or unpick it on the replay from Polo line. So we've got players changing, and it is a penalty here in favour of Gantut, with Kaku Raja standing over the ball. The play has been called. As I said, just stalling a little bit so his players can get back on, but they are limited in the time they can do so. Sends it up out here now, up the front door, looking for his man, but coming onto that in front of Rocho. So we get a whistle on that one there. You see he just had to check up and wait for it, did Araj, and in doing so allow Rocho to shut the gap down and the distance. So the balls. I think we had another whistle on that play. Play was cool, but they'd asked us to tee the ball up, so blew it again to allow them to do so. So Teo comes in. We've got a green player off the field, changing. Oh, and look at that interception, but lost sight of it, but quickly back onto it. There is Monteverde on Gathel. Gathel checks up. Oh, and he's left that one behind, but he's got his man in support in the form of Lecao. Lecao comes from taking it off them both there. Confidence in each of these players here as Roger comes forward, but backed out there by Araja, out towards the side. Who's we first onto this here now? Yes, he links up with it, yields off, takes the man, leaves it for Kaku once more. Kaku, mastermind behind this team here now. Kaku goes by himself here now. With him there is Rochi, but Rochi yields off because he's got a man behind him, doesn't want to leave him alone. Up onto it now, Shamsi tries to get up onto this one, does so, looks to pick it up, but Lecao comes in, changes direction, plays a backhand. The backhand now picked up cleanly by Rocho. Rocho again checks up on that player. Here's a call. Oop, and a big and a thump and a ride-off comes in on that there. Little bit of a couple of rules about ride-offs. They need to be shoulder to shoulder, marginally on that account, and equal speeds, because if it's not, we can have a dangerous play. Very unlike that to come from that player, but we have a whistle on the play as players scurry off to change ponies, and the ball here now will be moved up for a penalty, and because of the severity of it and the fact that the players were going forward, it looks like this is going up here now for a penalty 4 as the umpire drops the ball down for a penalty 4. A 60-yard penalty. Joaquin Monteverde on the little Corcho machine. Tees that ball up. Elilaja. The Lukin is on. Got the old stripy legs and the dorsal stripe as well. Synonymous with the Criollo. You still see a few of them popping up in the highest level of polo. And this has been a super find for the last few years. And a great little pony for Lukin. He makes it look very easy to play, this pony. I'm sure it's got a little bit of a foisty attitude as well. And we have a yellow card. Disciplinary for Kaku on that play. So coming up onto it, he drives, he shoots, it's stoppable that one, and stopped it is, and taken away from the danger zone out towards the side here now for Gantut to mount an attack once more. Looks like it's Ferrari here for me. taking it forward. Rojo goes up on the run here now, goes up forward, looking to pick this one up, put that ball out of space. Players talking to each other, saying who to mark. Gets it sent up here now, but first up onto it. Drochi cancels him out, but quickly back onto it once more. Gantoot send that ball up forward here once again. The Friars up onto it here now, took the man, but came a little bit wide off it and couldn't get back onto it. But who's there to close the door once again? It is going to be Lecau. Sends a lovely backhand as a player from Gantoot makes a turning play. Lukien was riding that line hard, and we'll see on the replay here now. Comes in, makes a turning play across in front of Lukien. You've got to take every single play and turn it to your advantage, which this UAE team is doing exceptionally well here. There's great confidence between these players, and you can see there on screen for our viewers, Lucas's father, the great former 10-goaler, Lucas Monteverde. And so the ball's been teed up from the halfway point for Teo Lecau for a midfield penalty, 5B. So players called. Teo. Here's to circle around up onto this one here now. See, Lukien's already sitting at the front door, right up there in the goal mouth almost. Teo goes in, gives this ball a ride and sends it, he does, it's gone a little bit out towards the right, so Lukien's going to try to get to this one in time, but unfortunately for him, it looks like it has got the distance, but just the smallest margin of error meant that it had gone wide. There is a bit of a breeze from left to right. So as the ball's hanging, it did sort of move a little bit as well, so the ball will be brought back into play by Gantoot's Kaku Raja. Kaku comes up forward here now, looks to see what his options are. Players looking for one way. One player from the midfield goes out towards, comes in out onto that one there. Teo Lecau just gets a double slap from a hook there, but it's now picked up by Lukien. Unfortunately for him, it comes out of play. So the ball will be dropped down here for a free hit in favour of Gantoot, to be taken by Kaku Raja. Kaku taps it up forward. Kaku. Rari in proximity, close to him here now. Comes up forward once again. Does Kaku. Coming round to put the pressure on. Is the backhand there by Lukien. First time play by Teo, looking to set it up. Who's we first onto it? And we have Lukien gets onto it now. We get a little bit of a tap and a touch as he goes into that, possibly behind the saddle, and we get a whistle on that play, which you'll see clearly from our replay on Polo Line. You can see them both coming up onto this play here now. And I mean, the ball is going towards the board. Did Lukien come round in front of him, or did he stay straight enough? I think Kaku was looking to try and stay straight on it, but the umpires are moving forward as if in favour of UAE. So Kaku just unfortunately caught out on that one because his momentum was taking him towards the boards. And simultaneously, as he struck the ball, did Lukien. He came round the corner. And so the ball's being teed up there once again by Lukien on the 30-yard line for a penalty two. 8-7 is the score. Goals have been a little bit few and far between for the last 5 minutes, but now Lukien has a 30-yard penalty. And we're just waiting here now. He was looking to come round onto it, but the player's not been called. Well, we got a second yellow card there for Kaku Raja, and therefore he will be off the field. If you accumulate 2 yellow cards, you'll have a sin bin for 2 minutes, of which there's not 2 minutes left on the clock. So Lukien comes up, drives forward and sends that one through the goals. It is. So Kaku Raja will be taking his boots off, because that there will be the end of his match here this afternoon. So we have 3 against 4. 9-7 is the score. Yellow cards can be given due to lack of discipline verbally or in the play. So the two teams lining up here now. Hello, Smith. bowls that ball into play in the middle of the line out. Lukin comes away once more, gets hooked off out of it, picks it up on his near side though. Flicks that one away over and over top the player, loses it, but it doesn't matter because and it looks like it was Taylor who realised he couldn't come in there, but it's picked up once again here nicely by Lukin, who sends that one up forward. Roger sent off, kept off out of the play there by Nasses. Good strong backhand by him there. Sends it up here now for Ferrari. Goes with a big long lofted shot as the clock tick-tocks down, and it looks like that one's going to fall short, and it comes up at the 30-yard line. Lukin's in there. Has to be clever with it. Didn't quickly make a turn because you see the Gantoot player coming up that line, pushes it out towards the side. As the clock accelerates down towards the final hooter, the players have resigned themselves to it being the end of the match. And the hooter goes, so that there will signify the end of the match, with the final score being UAE 9, Gantoot 7. So UAE now have 2 wins, 1 loss on their first match. Gantoot have 2 wins for their first matches and 1 loss from this game here now going forward. So they're all even Stevens. You can see there Lucas Monteverde still looking through his binoculars there with young Lucero with his cornrows. And now we'll go for the chucker by chucker as we go through the game for our Polo Line viewers and those here at Fieldside. Gantoot 1, UAE 3 at the end of chucker number 1. 5-2 in favour of UAE at chucker number 2. 7-3 going into the half time. But a good chucker there by Gantoot in chucker number 4, making it 6-8. Came within a goal in chucker number 5. It was 7-8, but it was a 30-yard penalty from Lukin Monteverde, who widened that gap once more, with the final score being 9-7. And so we'll go to a few of the best goals here for our Polo Line viewers. And that one there was a cracking goal there, underneath the neck. By Lukin, I believe it was. And we'll go back here to see where we go there now. Oh, and this was Lecao, worked his way through the traffic and got away there nicely and just managed to run that one beautifully through. Almost a little quiet in that first match, but in the last 2 games, completely been on fire. And again, you see we have Lecao again. Lecao works hard, keeping the back door closed and making some great saves, but also gets himself out in position. This is a lovely goal there by Rocha, who came from the line out, got away from his man, worked hard underneath the neck, finishing that one off beautifully. Lovely goal there by Torreguitar. And so the last goal here, the last field goal there, is a simple backhand, making the ball do the work, and running onto that one well there was Kaku Raja, and finished it off well, but still had a lot to do. And now we'll go to a few of the stats, which will be interesting to see. So field goals, Gantoot, only the 1, and only 4 for UAE. Throw-ins, UAE controlling it, dominating it, 14 for UAE, 6 for Gantoot. Fouls, pretty even Stevens, 12 and 11. Penalties, 5 from 7 for UAE, 6 from 7 for Gantoot. Corners, none, and 2 yellow cards were given for Gantoot and Kaku Raja. And so, ladies and gentlemen, from myself, Adam Snowden, and Polo Line, as we go up to the Polo Lines here, you see Lukin being congratulated there, as should all the players. And Lucero, watch out for that name as well. Said it about Lukin, but watch out for that name, Lucero Monteverde too. As you see Teo out there being congratulated by Lucas. So as we come to the close of transmission here for our first match, for myself, Adam Snowden, and Polo Line,